Every single year, gamers say the same thing. Call of Duty is dead.
Hey guys, Drifter here. I'm skipping Black Ops 7 this year.
I just don't feel like Warzone has that drive or the vision anymore. I just feel like COD has no drive, no identity, and no passion.
Everybody in this motherfucker's been playing Call of Duty for 15 years. We've seen the best days. We've seen the worst. It's over, man. Okay? They don't fucking care.
The Black Ops 7 beta is so fucking dog shit.
But here's the thing. This so-called dead game, which is still one of the most played shooters on the planet. Black Ops 6 and Warzone are topping the charts on Xbox and PlayStation, and Black Ops 7 isn't even out yet. If that's what dead looks like, then I guess that every other FPS studio wishes they were this dead. Let's be real. Hating on Call of Duty has become a tradition. Every year it's like, COD is ruined, worst one yet, never buying that again, and then it breaks sales records. The outrage cycle never ends. It's like Groundhog Day for gamers. The thing is, the community's gone from passionate to pessimistic, and it's the loudest voices. Typically, it's the ones that the loudest voices are the ones that don't even play COD anymore. Or worse, they've jumped to a completely different game, and they just still can't stop talking about it. So here's a quick reality check. COD HQ, which covers Warzone and Black Ops 6, ranks higher than Battlefield, Apex Legends, Fortnite on both consoles. Yes, it fluctuates, and sometimes Fortnite pulls ahead, but COD keeps climbing back. I know COD HQ does not include a bunch of the old titles anymore. It's just Warzone and Black Ops 6. And I understand that Steam, Battlefield dominates that. I would always kind of see that people that play Battlefield most likely play more on PC than they do on console, and vice versa for Call of Duty. So when someone says it includes Warzone, it's free, that's not an excuse, that's just a strategy. And as much as I don't like Activision have built a single ecosystem that just ties everything together, progression, rewards, retention in one complete game. Meanwhile, Battlefield 6, the COD killer, is sitting below Minecraft and Skate. That's not a rivalry, that's a wake-up call. The truth is that hating on COD, it pays better than liking it. Negativity gets clicked, COD is dead, triples the titles triple watch time. Creators have figured this out, and they figured it out years ago. It's been the process with all creators on the platform for years. The more you complain about it, the more the algorithm loves you. And when I say algorithm, we don't mean algorithm, we mean the audience. And when I say audience, I mean you. You guys, you're most likely going to click on something negative because you want to find out what it is about it, and that content then drives it. And if you find that you have any form of relationship with that video, because there are always negative things being happening in Call of Duty, and this is what I'm trying to get, this is what I'm going to be getting into here, so this is what I'm getting into here. I want to talk about those things, but here's what makes it ridiculous. This is the first time in a long time that Treyarch, Activision, whoever is doing it, it's mostly Treyarch, I think, are actually listening. I mean, they removed strict skill-based matchmaking from casual playlists. They brought back persistent lobbies. They've upgraded the servers. If you didn't know, that was one thing that people aren't really talking about, is that now moved the servers over to Azure and Microsoft servers. So we should see a massive improvement in servers as well. They've added more, they're adding more launch content than any other COD history, yet people still find ways to hate it. Outrage is just more entertaining than honesty. I mean, it's a double standard anyway, and if you think about it, it's not only COD that gets the backlash. Look at Battlefield. EA finally released a successful game. They broke sales records, a solid player count. They're now, and this thing is, now they have people losing their mind over skins. Players are literally refusing to revive other teammates because they're wearing some form of colourful outfit, and it's not even that. It's not even like drastic like it is for COD, and that is a complaint that I have for COD anyway. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I mean, as people also, I get comments about COD and wearing bodysuits and this and that. I mean, this is EA we're talking about. They are literally the microtransaction pioneers. I mean, if you look at every game that they release, for instance, FIFA packs, that's been microtransaction to high hell. The other things that have been, like the Star Wars games that they've released, pay to win mechanics. This is EA, and people don't think that EA are not going to do that at some point. So, I mean, to say that, I mean, Call of Duty, they have done pay to win in the past, and they have learned from that lesson, and they've learned from that lesson. They've not done that again since. I think that, like, for instance, in Advanced Warfare, that was pay to win mechanics, but they've not done that since. They learned from it and they've improved from it. People like to forget that. So, I mean, with all that in regards, why is COD being crucified so much? And I think it's literally the player base. There's so many more players that can rip on it. I mean, the thing is, every live service game will hit the same wall. They have to make money. If they don't make money, it doesn't become a success. If they don't make it a success, they can't progress and make a better game. The difference is that EA wraps theirs currently, and that's what they're doing right, because it's been a while. They're wrapping their game in nostalgia, and people have forgot what they are like. Because it's nostalgia at the moment, and because it's kind of giving a it's giving a recipe to what people want. People are going to grab on that. But yeah, let's not kid ourselves that EA loves money just as much as Activision. So why why do I think that Treyarch deserves credit? I think here's the thing that nobody actually wants to talk about is Treyarch actually listened. They didn't just say what they were going to do; they did it. They didn't say they would try and do this and that. They did it. So I mean, for instance, during the beta, matchmaking fixes with the SBMM, stable lobbies. I feel like the beta lobbies were really stable. The server upgrades that they're doing, they actually said recently. So they're moving all the servers over to Azure and Microsoft servers, and they said that it was only partially migrated over during the beta. So maybe I was on some of those servers, which I had no issues on. They're tuning aim assist, which is kind of catering more for the mouse and keyboard player, not for me, more of a controller player. But anyway, they're tuning it. They've heard the response in the community, and people have complained about it. But to be honest, if it's a controller player versus a controller player, if they tune the aim assist, whatever, we're gonna have the same. We're gonna have the same level of aim assist, so it doesn't matter to me. And then, yeah, the content variety we're getting. Okay, some people were saying, "Oh yeah, it's quality over quantity." It's not true. Quality over quantity is not always. I would actually personally here prefer quantity, and it goes back to the thing with the pots, where, for instance, they've asked one, and to be fair, I'm not going to go into it. Look up this, and you'll understand what I mean. But effectively, the more we have, the more quality or more likelihood we're going to hit something of quality. I think that Treyarch have pretty much, at their core, and they have done this. They've delivered almost everything the community's been begging for. And the top requests, I think there's always going to be requests here, but the big ones like SBMM and persistent lobbies. And somehow that is still not enough. At this point, people aren't reviewing the game anymore. They're reviewing their own burnout. I mean, just to kind of back myself up here, because it's just me sitting here, little old me, small creator. Even some of the veterans are saying it. Exclusive Ace straight up turned around and said that it's insane that being excited for a game is now controversial. I'll just play the clip.
In saying that, it is insane to me that saying you are excited for a game due to concrete factors and due to the beta experience as well. Like, we've had an opportunity to play the game at this point, or at least the beta build of the game, which is largely going to reflect what we experience with the main game. It's insane to me that saying that you liked that and that you're looking forward to the full game tends to get a lot of backlash.
And another content creator that I watch, which isn't as big as someone like Exclusive 8, but he's called The One Boom, called out the community perfectly. He said, gamers keep asking for change and then complain when they finally get it. When there's been some people in the community that have been the harshest critics of Call of Duty and then start praising it for things, they're the people that you should be listening to. That should be telling you something, not the people that are jumping ship constantly backwards and forwards. I've played Call of Duty for years. I've taken some breaks from the games. There's 2 games that I haven't played out of the entire Call of Duty franchise. Never really took my fancy, but I've always come back. I think because of all of its flaws, because for all of its flaws, COD still feels like home. For me, it's my game. It's fast, it's responsive, it's addictive, and that's what it is for me. Battlefield is a great game, but it's not my game. Different feel, different pace, and that is fine. But competition is healthy. But let's not pretend that Battlefield is replacing COD anytime soon. It's not. It feeds that community of people who love Battlefield. But what is funny is watching creators jump ship from year to year to different games. This is it. I'm done with COD. I'm moving to Battlefield. Give it a month, and I guarantee you some of them will be back. So same cycle: outrage, experiment, regret, and then return. And yeah, maybe there might be some content creators that won't return, but I guarantee there are a lot of majority of them will still come back and play COD. The thing is, people, and the other thing as well I've seen a lot of is people love to say games used to be better, but come on now. I mean, if you go back to like the 360, get Xbox 360 and PS3 era, we had half the content, I mean, not even half the content, locked behind paid season passes, like 4 maps or a zombies map or whatever they say. Nowadays, we get constant updates, free maps, live events. The game evolves every few weeks, let's say. It may be less, maybe more, but it still evolves a lot more than it did back in the day. And if anything, I believe personally, COD has never been more complete. Yes, there is a lot of features, a lot of functions that we lost. I mean, we lost theatre mode, and they brought it back, but everyone forgets about that because no one's really using theatre mode. And that's the reason why they removed it in the first place. And if people start using theatre mode, they'll keep it. But eventually that might get removed again because no one's using it. And this is the thing. People were saying about this, and it's just another prime example of things they do try year after year. And SBMM this year is the big one. I think Nostalgia is very powerful, especially when you can tap into the fact that you've got a title name, Black Ops, you've got a title name, Modern Warfare. Battlefield are tapping into their nostalgia of trying to bring a game back to the era of when Battlefield type of games are made. COD are bringing back a nostalgia on this one, which is linking back to Black Ops 2. It's this one after Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was to me was the one that I would say Black Ops 2 is nearly one of my best and most favorite games out of all the franchise. I know it's controversial to say that because everyone has their own. It's easier to complain than appreciate the progress of where we've come from and where we're going to. But here we go. Call of Duty isn't dying. It's just outlasting the noise at this point. The hate doesn't come from players anymore. It just comes from people who quit the game years ago. And that's fine. I'm just going to let them move on. But for the millions still playing, still watching, still grinding, the game is heading in the right direction, in my opinion. So hate it if you want. And you probably will, and you'll probably dislike this video, and you'll probably leave some comment about how Battlefield's great, or Arc Raiders and this, that, the other, and blah, 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 blah. But at least admit that Treyarch and Call of Duty has done everything we've asked for, or doing most of the things we've asked for. And for the first time, I think, in the last couple of years since Modern Warfare 2019, COD actually feels like it's going somewhere and is alive. So if you're tired of the rage bait, if you're tired of people complaining, and you just want honest COD talk, hit the sub, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.